All right, let's talk about moving. High taxes, homelessness, and crime, all factors driving Californians out of the state. Now, from July 20th to 21st to July 20th to 22nd, the Golden State lost about 211,000 residents, and more than half of those were from Los Angeles County alone. Former Superman star Dean Cain, now a multiple movie star, who also produces his own stuff, said, "That's it, I'm done." He flew out of California, already in Las Vegas. So, Dean, what went into this move? You've lived there all your life.
Love California, the most beautiful state. Everything's wonderful about it, except for the policies. The policies are just terrible. The fiscal policies, the soft on crime policies, the homelessness policies, the things that our leaders in California have been doing have driven out anybody who can really afford to get out. People are flocking out of there in droves. And when I said I was going to move out, when I listed my house, I cannot tell you the number of people who contacted me and said, "Man, if I could get out of here right now, I would as well." Smart move. And I got to be honest, I've been here for 2 weeks now. Smart move.
Wow, and your parents are already there. You said they're on a fixed income and they can get more for their money, so you're near them. Did you give up a lot of your business, the convenience of being close to the business, or is the business of Hollywood acting and producing also left?
Man, the business has been leaving there for a long time. The prices to film there are astronomical. That's why people have been filming in Georgia and Louisiana and Texas and other states, because the cost of doing business is so much less there on every front. The hard part is, because you've got such a great base of workers in California, but everybody that I know who's working there wants to get out as well. So, there's no question about it. I've shot one movie in California in the last, 4 or 5 years. Everything else is somewhere else.
Right. At least you brought your Princeton helmet over your right shoulder. Good move. That everyone
Good
put
eye,
that,
Brian.
They put that in bubble wrap quickly. Mark Wahlberg, same situation, talked about it on CNBC.
The film and television industry has an amazing opportunity to really to grow here and create tons and thousands of jobs, training and hiring locals, attracting lots of new residents, and the opportunity is endless. I've moved my last film here. I'm shooting another film here coming up in the summertime. I would love to see us building studios, creating jobs, and just diversifying the economy.
Do you see that potential as well?
100%. No question about it. Obviously, Mark Wahlberg is a huge star and drives a huge number of dollars to the films that he does. Bless him for it. I think he's done something very smart for his family. I noticed my son is 10 times happier here in Las Vegas. If we wanted to do anything, I live in Malibu, California. If I wanted to do anything out of Malibu, it took me 45 minutes to an hour to get anywhere. Here, the longest I'm driving is 20 minutes. They've got UFC. They've got the Raiders here, the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Every show person you've ever wanted plays here. There's just so much to do, and it's such a wonderful community. Mark did a smart thing, and hopefully I believe I've done a very, very smart thing.
Real quick, taxes?
What taxes, no state income tax here. I try to be smart with my money. I really try to be smart with my money. That's why I was able to sell my house for as much as I did in California. That's why I was able to buy 10 times the house here. I invest in real estate all over the place. I work with Genesis Gold Group, which is a group that sells precious metals and turns over IRAs, things like everything I'm doing is for my future and to make smart financial decisions. Staying in California was anything but a smart financial decision.
And maybe I could rent a room from you to make it even more financially successful, Dean Cain.
You're welcome here, Brian. You don't have to rent a room. And guess what? I got plenty of rooms in this house, I tell you.
Right. Everybody, I want to be Dean Cain when I grow up. Thanks so much, Dean. Appreciate it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.